You are listening to Christian Audio's production of I Am N, inspiring stories of Christians facing Islamic extremists by the voice of the martyrs. This book is read by Prentice and Amara Delaney. This audio recording was produced in 2016 by Christian Audio, which owns the copyright. No portion of this recording may be reproduced for any reason without prior written consent from Christian Audio. This edition issued by contractual arrangement with David C. Cook. Originally published in English as I Am N, Inspiring Stories of Christians Facing Islamic Extremists. Copyright 2016 by the Voice of the Martyrs. All rights reserved. Please visit christianaudio.com, facebook.com/Christian Audio, or twitter.com/Christian Audio to offer your impressions of this work and to explore additional titles. Remember them that are in bonds, as bound with them, and them which suffer adversity, as being yourselves also in the body. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 3. Introduction. The story behind the stories. I am N. What does that mean? When militants from the self-proclaimed Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, ISIS, moved into northern Iraq, they began identifying Christian-owned property. Families would find the Arabic letter Nun, or N, painted on their homes and churches. This single letter conveyed the powerful accusation that the occupants were Nazarenes, people who followed Jesus of Nazareth rather than Islam. To be labeled N in a community dominated by Muslim extremists is to undergo an immediate identity and life change. With this mark comes the ultimatum. If you convert to Islam or pay the tax, you can keep your material possessions and remain in this community. If not, leave or you will die. Any person who takes a stand for Jesus in occupied Iraq, any person who chooses to be N, pays a high cost. Without warning, some Christians are dragged from their homes and businesses by armed militants, and they are never seen again. Pastors who share the message of Jesus in their communities are beheaded in front of their families. Children who will not renounce Jesus are shot. Teenagers may be taken from their homes and families and forced into service to ISIS or beaten, mutilated, and left for dead. Other atrocities are so horrific we will not describe them here. Since 2003, such persecution has forced more than 1 million Iraqi Christians who refuse to renounce Jesus and the Bible to flee. Many survivors live in refugee camps, trusting God daily for their food, shelter, and safety because they have no money, no work options, and no other place to go. Even more challenging is the reality that their situation is not temporary. Their life circumstances on this earth are unlikely to improve, ever. Yet their courageous, steadfast commitment to God in the face of persecution provides Jesus followers all over the world with a powerful picture of what being N is all about. They willingly sacrifice everything they have in this world in order to fulfill God's calling to obey and serve Him. Like the heroes of the faith whose stories we read in the Bible and in the record of church history, they are living out Paul's words in Philippians chapter 1, verse 21. For to me to live is Christ, and to die is gain. Stories that must be shared. This book was written in order to share the stories of Christians from Nigeria to Malaysia to Pakistan who have suffered persecution from Muslim extremists. As you read these stories, please understand that this book is not intended to encourage any hatred toward Muslims.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?